The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
I can't get a lock.
Missile.
All aircraft, remain on high alert.
Missile.
We got bandits incoming on radar. You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
Missile.
We're sitting ducks like this.
Missile.
If we let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it. All we need to do is slow them down.
Missile away. The missile hit the supply ship dead on.
That sucker's hiding in the clouds. Trigger, don't let it get away.
The Ocean pilots are chasing the supply ship hard.
You shot me. Wait, was that lightning? I was expecting this to be easy if all they could do was fly fast.
90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them.
Operation fails. We have failed everyone who helped.
Missile.
Do they really think they can continue to dodge?
Missile.
60 seconds remain.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
You see some other headlines, Watson. Trust the blast before the loss of communication.
Missile. Missile.
Behind the enemy.
Missile.
Don't overshoot.
Missile. Missile.
30 seconds remain. Don't give up.
Missile.
My bird can't take much more of this.
Your back.
Missile. Missile.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down.
Which one first?
The enemy has a beat on you.
Don't try to follow after the supply ships. Stick close to Trigger.
Missile.
Trigger, you're gonna lose it. Fly at full speed.
Missile. Missile.
We're almost out of time. Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. If this thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Erusian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. If what? Abandoned Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Longcaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger.
Thank God. Friendly birds.
Got a positive ID.
Their artillery fire just missed us off our starboard side.
Unknown successfully identified. I have a solid lock.
They're under attack!
Update us on Tyler Island.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
Shit, they're on the run.
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety. Our air support is here.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Missile away.
Do me a favor, Lancaster. Many of our allies are cut off. We need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Osean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Can't we track the enemy's strength from behind?
This isn't looking good. No, bring all the injured. There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't think they were part of the fighting. Look at that, they're all lined up. No, they are not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened here. I really don't want to think about it. Damn, who's this bastard? He's a blatant war crime. Take photos for evidence. Ambush! Signal the range!
Strider 1, identify the unknown.
Fight now.
It's no use! Work to the right! Fire at that supply ship! It's the radicals that shot us in the back. I'll make them pay for this. No use hailing them! They know they're shooting at friendlies!
We did it! We're moving out! Leave the dead behind!
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress. Can't say I blame him. Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either. The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
outer space?
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Erusia, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Erusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Erusia's lead faction. Well, we can't use all our aircraft to attack. The transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first, and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
No Ocean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, get to work.
Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
Caution. Pull up.
Target destroyed. So, we capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin.
Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position.
Pull up.
Three, open up the car. It'll make us an easier target.
Caution.
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're losing refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
What are you talking about? They already are firing on us. The enemy's confused. I know.
There aren't that many. Aim carefully and take them down.
Lockdown bandit.
Missile. Missile.
Not bad at all, Trigger.
Caution. Pull up.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Lockdown bandit.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile.
Fox 2,
Hurry up with takeoff prep. Breaking the escape lock. Fire the SAM at once.
Caution.
Enemy on your back.
watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Target acquired.
AA shells, they'll come down.
Strider 1, target eliminated. Trigger is
We're all out of ammo.
Missile.
Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again.
Caution. Pull up.
It's that squad with 4 fighters.
Caution. Pull up.
Soul Squad know?
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
They have 4 aircraft! More planes incoming! Fire more missiles!
The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate. Strider 1, target eliminated.
Our anti-aircraft weaponry is down by 30%! Why are they attacking this base?
Target acquired.
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Protect the base!
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
So what's this faction split from the Erusian military? The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Oslage, which neighbor Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
We're unable to use the SAMs! Help me!
Locked on.
Target destroyed by Strider 1.
Caution. Pull up.
Coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies. Shit!
I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
Caution. Missile. Caution. Pull
That's
up.
Shalaji Castle.
They're here already. Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from the stone building and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head if you hear jet engines.
Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Locked on.
Caution. Pull up.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile inbound. Drinking. Enemy on your back.
Are you sure? Getting reinforcements.
Missile.
Mark 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Missile. 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 Missile.
We have missiles.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Lockdown bandit.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile.
launched.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Just how much do they want to take from
Strider
us?
1, target destroyed.
Yeah, they can go on ahead without me. Evading!
Caution. Missile. Missile. Caution.
Target locked.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Missile evaded.
The warehouse is filled with ammunition.
Caution. Missile. Missile.
Strider 3, launching missile.
Missile.
All of our infantry fighting vehicles will take the call.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
How come we keep
Missile.
missing?
Missile.
Warning,
Missile.
enemy has a beat on you.
Strider 1 was shot down.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, to work.
Pull up.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe.
Caution.
Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
Missile launched.
So, capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin. Bandit has a lock.
Caution. Pull up.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat!
Caution. Pull up.
Target destroyed.
Caution.
Protect the base.
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. These refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Caution. Caution.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
What are you talking about? They already are firing on us. The enemy's confused. I know. Strider 1, target eliminated.
Missile.
We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again. There aren't that many. Aim carefully and take them down.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up.
Confirming Strider 1, destroyed target.
Caution. Pull up.
So what's this faction split from the Russian military? The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vasilij, which neighbored Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
Take on a fighter.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile. Missile.
Missile away.
Missile. Missile.
There's that squad with 4 fighters.
Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile. Missile.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Caution. Pull up.
resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate.
Pull up.
Locked on.
Why aren't our planes up in the air?
Caution. Pull up.
In gun range.
Our anti-aircraft weaponry is down by 30%. Why are they attacking this base?
Caution.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Enemy on your rear.
Locked on.
We don't have enough AA weapons.
Stall warning.
They have 4 aircraft. 4 planes incoming. Fire more missiles.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies. Shit!
I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
That's Shalaji Castle.
Missile. 0.
Strider 1,
Enemy
target
zero.
destroyed.
More scouts. Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination.
Pull up.
Get away from the stone buildings and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head and use your jet engine. We're targeting our anti-aircraft weaponry. Taking out one town. There are 4 enemy aircraft, but one is holding us the most great.
I heard about 3 strikes when I was in the East. What's he doing here?
Missile. 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 Caution. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Locked on, bandit.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Why aren't we and the others airborne?
Has a beat on you.
Missile. Missile.
Target destroyed by Strider 1.
Caution.
Target locked.
Target acquired.
Missile. Missile.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. 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 Missile.
That warehouse is filled with ammunition.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Bandit has a lock.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Missile. 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 Missile.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Caution. Pull up.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
I took some damage. Gravity, I'm locked on.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Our air defense capabilities are compromised.
Missile. 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 Caution.
All of our infantry fighting vehicles will take their car.
Missile.
Lost more than half of our forces. forces. The battle won't last much longer. Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on. We have missiles.
Strider 1, target acquired.
The fan is out. We're running out of place to strike back. Shit. We still have plenty of missiles left, but the launcher is toast. Please, somebody answer us.
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
This town is of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it like we did.
We do what we need to survive, right?
Not something I'll tell my son about.
Missile.
Cancel takeoff. Soul Squadron, stand by.
Negative. This battle's over if we don't get up there. Along with hope of restoration. Don't worry. As long as we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily.
Locked on.
What's the matter? Aim and fire.
Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Missile.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Missile.
Soul Squadron, airborne. Shoot the invaders out of our skies. Good luck, Soul Squadron.
Understood.
Missile.
You are in violation of Shiraji airspace. Turn around or we'll be forced to shoot you down.
Missile.
This is the OCM Long Range Strategic Strike Group.
Missile.
Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us.
Missile. Missile.
You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you talking so tough after losing one of your leaders at Fort
You bastard.
You defile this country.
Missile.
As long as you're here, this country will never know peace. Shit. I'm out. Ejecting.
Missile.
I hope he's okay.
Missile.
Failing out under those conditions. I can see his parachute. Let's pray he makes it to safety. 3 to go. Don't let them work together. Back up trigger. Welcome.
Righto.
Where's my kid? He's ejected. Damn. We can't even last long enough to buy ourselves some time. This, as expected, but a lucky shot would be boring.
Some kind of energy weapon. No, it's a railgun.
Strider 1, you have a bogey approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east. High-speed projectile launch from enemy aircraft. I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky. We can still help you.
Missile.
Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you.
Missile.
I'm not that person.
Missile.
Mihai.
Missile.
First Legion squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on.
Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. Rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. We'll go. Might just cost us our lives.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack. You're low on special weapons. Not bad. Someone to guide us. I can't think of anyone other than you. Being together now tell me something. True fighters don't belong in the blue. They have no place in the cosmos of the skies. I'm there with the First Legion Air Force should be fighting against.
That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow him to pieces.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own? That's funny. It seems like one of the pilots is also fighting alone. He's not alone. Look around you.
Yay for him.
Ammunition 0.
100%. Targeting correction, 0.8 degrees. Ready to fire.
Railgun is firing again. Strider 1 has been hit. Are you all right?
He's flying, but if he takes another hit, it's a miracle you're not in a million pieces.
System power at 50%.
Ammunition 0.
Target was not struck.
Get closer.
Caution. Pull up.
Watch your remaining missiles. Missile away.
Position acquisition complete.
Strider 1 crashed. High-speed projectile launch from the aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky. I can still help you.
Nickel.
Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I'm not that person. Yay. Boss Legion squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on. Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. No good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Welcome. Might just cost us our lives.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack.
Ready to fire.
Target acquired. Strider 1 has been hit. Are you all right?
He's flying, but if he takes another hit, it's a miracle you're not in a million pieces.
Complete.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of your pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then, to see if he's truly worthy. That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow him to pieces. Someone to guide us. I can't think of anyone other than you.
Strider 1 has been hit. I can't reach him. Lost radar contact. High-speed projectile launch from the aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky. I can still help you.
Nickel.
Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I'm not that person. Yay. Boss Legion squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on.
Nickel.
Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Welcome. Might just cost us our lives.
50%.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack. Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of your pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you. I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then, to see if he's truly worthy.
Hey, look. It's like the sky's been sliced wide open. He's not only giving up paint on his toy.
Somebody to guide us. I can't think of anyone other than you.
100%.
Band together with me, I taught me something. Drone fighters don't storm. They have replaced the cosmos of the skies.
Targeting correct.
I'm there with the best that you did. We should be fighting against it. They're still not fast enough.
In a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow him to pieces.
This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strikes. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it. There are pilots like you in every generation, and I've found every last one of them.
You're low on special weapons.
Not bad.
Strider 1 scored another hit.
He's still flying, but his plane's been damaged. Finish him off, Trigger.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
You got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit.
Can you hear me? Pilot with the 3 strikes.
Caution. Pull up.
This was all due to my ego.
Caution. Pull up.
I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings.
Caution.
Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
Caution.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, to work.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendly or not.
So, capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Ocean. Bandit has a lock.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat!
Target destroyed.
Protect the base.
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. Whoever these refugees, they must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
What are you talking about? They already are firing on us. The enemy's confused. I know. Strider 1, target eliminated.
We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again. There aren't that many. Aim carefully and take them down.
Confirming Strider 1 destroyed target. Russian military. The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vaslage, which neighbored Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends. Warning, enemy has a bead on you. Missile away. There's that squad with 4 fighters. Strider 1, target acquired. Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Fire the Phantom 1! Strider 1, target destroyed. They're bombing us! We're unable to use the SAMs! Help me!
The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate.
Locked on.
Why aren't our planes up in the air? In gun range. Our anti-aircraft weaponry is down by 30%. Why are they attacking this base? Warning, enemy has a bead on you. Enemy on your rear.
Locked on.
We don't have enough AA weapons. They have 4 aircraft. 4 planes incoming. Fire more missiles.
Coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies.
Shit. I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
Strider 1, target acquired.
That's Shalaji Castle.
Strider 1, target destroyed. Our scouts. Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from the stone buildings and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head with your jet engine. They're targeting our anti-aircraft weaponry. They're taking out more than half. There are 4 enemy aircraft, but one is calling out the most operations.
I heard about 3 strikes when I was in the east. What's he doing here?
Locked on, bandit.
Fire Quinn and the others airborne. Beat on you.
Target destroyed by Strider 1. Target locked.
Target acquired. Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Enemy on your back.
That warehouse is filled with ammunition. Strider 1, Fox 2.
Bandit has a lock.
you. Strider 1, target destroyed.
I took some damage. Ready, I'm locked on.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Our air defense capabilities are compromised. All of our infantry fighting vehicles and tanks are gone. We've lost more than half of our forces. The battle won't last much longer. Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on. We have missiles now.
Target acquired.
The fan is out! We're running out of ways to strike back! Shit! We still have plenty of missiles left, but the launcher is toast! Please, somebody answer us!
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
This town's of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it like we did.
We do what we need to survive, right?
Not something I'll tell my son about.
Cancel takeoff. Soul Squadron, stand by.
Negative. This battle's over if we don't get up there. Along with hope of restoration. Don't worry. As long as we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily.
Locked on.
What's the matter? Aim and fire!
Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Soul Squadron, airborne. Shoot the invaders out of our skies. Good luck, Soul Squadron.
Understood.
Friendly down!
You are in violation of Shiraji airspace. Turn around and we'll be forced to shoot you down. This is the OCN Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us. You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you to be talking so tough after losing one of your leaders at Fort Bonte.
You bastard!
You defile this country. As long as you're here, this country will never know peace. Shit. I'm out. Ejecting. I hope he's okay. Bailing out under those conditions. I can see his parachute. It's breaking the exit to safety. 3 to go. Don't let them work together. Back up trigger. Welcome.
Righto.
Bill's been hit. He's ejected. Damn. We can't even last long enough to buy ourselves some time.
As expected, but a lucky shot would be boring.
Some kind of energy weapon. No, it's a railgun.
Strider 1, you have a bogey approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east. High-speed projectile launch from the aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky.
We can still help you.
Don't waste your life. Dedicate it to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I'm not that person.
Yeah. Muscle Gene Squad will be retraining. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on.
Tango, the color of that flame. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Wilco, might just cost us our lives.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack. Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of the pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
like the sky's been sliced wide open. He found that he was not made to fly toys.
Somebody to guide us. Wait, I can't think of anyone other than... 100%. Being together with Mihai taught me something. Drone fighters don't destroy. They have no place in the cosmos of the skies. They're what the rest of the JJF force should be fighting against. They're still not fast enough.
In a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow him to pieces.
This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strikes. This aircraft is my body.
It's not struck.
If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it. There are pilots like you in every generation, and I've found every last one of them.
You're low on special weapons.
Not bad.
Strider 1 scored another hit.
He's still flying, but his plane's been damaged. Finish him off, Trigger.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
You got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit.
Can you hear me, pilot with the 3 strikes? This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the...
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory'd been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkans? Because this guy was a Belkan, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkan, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it. And now, they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusea? My grandfather had only one wish: to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary Ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusea after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built, right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder.
Yes?
I wonder which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Let's get the briefing started.
done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored general network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and the sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse. You can see the future.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
It certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island, the 444 squad. It's a message to all those looking to end the war. But I also think it's a message for Trigger.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that Arsenal bird.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
We need help! Don't let them damage more! Show them what the Erusian, no, what fighter pilots are made of! Thanks, I owe you. No sweat.
Get into formation. We have the numbers.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
The Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them.
That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone's still entered as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal bird in unison.
Roger. What's he doing speaking on an open channel? The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the Coalition as well.
This is Skull Squadron and Rigel Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is Su-2. Republic of Foslet are also moving to rendezvous. There's only one squadron, though.
It's Mr. X's crew.
Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden.
Don't worry, I know. We need every bird we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman.
It's not a war between nations anymore. It's a struggle between militias. Get caught and you're dead.
Empire's airspace is like a testing ground for their weapons. Why don't those bastards show themselves?
Three strikes on a friendly's tail.
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking over both terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks. It's not important why... No, who we are. First, our goals. Destroy the space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut in order to put a stop to all the war and chaos this products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun with refugees who've lost their homes.